Welcome, one and all. It is Chanda Sparkles, and this is Astrology, and we're gonna talk solar flares tonight. Hey, did you know it has been like I don't know. I think we had one M6 and three M flares, as in mom, which is the mid range before you get to X flare, which is huge. Wow, the energy is electric. Can you feel it? I mean, it's this energy is electric. I can feel it. And I see you, Barbara. Hi. Yeah, we're just getting started. So if you're just joining in, grab yourself something to drink, kick your feet up, cast me to your big screen. We're going to speak to the energies of the astrology, and it's a very big week. A very big week. So just be like in this place of, I know something big is about to happen. I know something huge is coming in. I feel the universal pull to be open to allow all that creation has to offer me because I know I've been setting my intentions, I've been doing my spiritual hygiene, I've been taking care of my heart. I am working diligently every single day, aren't we? Every day we're working to transform and move forth. Okay. This is a big transformation. We're talking about the north and the south karmic node of fate, the north node, Rahu, the south node, Ketu. This is a big nodal shift. Okay. Scorpio and Taurus. We can almost put that check mark and say we are done with the nodal transits there. Anybody that has strong Scorpio or Taurus, you will understand. Or even if you have Leo, okay, uh, or Aquarius, you know those fixed signs. We've had it for 18 months, guys. Guess what? You cardinal signs. It's time for you to take the wheel. You know, we're talking about a cardinal grand cross happening here with a full moon in Cancer. How we nurture ourselves, how we gain security, our family, our ancestry. We're going to get into all of that. We're going to look at the chart. I have the chart for the Cancer new moon, which I also have pulled up just quickly. We're going to look at the moment that the nodes shift to 29 degrees and 59 minutes of Aries and Libra. All you cardinal signs, pack your bags, put your seatbelt on, make sure you got your passport, be ready to go because you Cardinals, it's your turn. You're going to start evolving all of humanity with this energy of initiation. Okay. We are right at the tail end of the deep, dark transformations, letting the shadow roll, owning it, but letting it roll. And we're stepping into the I am that I am Aries, North Node future, North Node what we're cultivating, and the South Node in loving Libra, judicial, laws, relationships. This whole next 18 and a half months is going to be huge for relationships. So we're going to look at that chart as well. I do have some notes. I do, by the way, if you're new here, I guess I should introduce myself. I am Chanda Sparkles. I'm an intuitive, evolutionary astrologer, starseed, um, and just all around light worker, shadow worker, just like you. So I'm happy that you're here. Thank you for joining us. I welcome you in. And this heart, okay, there's a big group of hearts being activated. All right. Mars just entered into the heart of the zodiac. We're talking about Leo, the fire sign. All right. Just happened yesterday. And Mercury just moved uh, today. Can you believe it? So now, I'm sorry, we have Mars in Virgo, Mercury in Leo. So our minds are being activated through the heart as we all gather here. Okay. And it's timeless. So if you see it now, or if you see it a week from now, or a month or a year from now, it's still meant for you. if it activates you, if you feel it, that it's happening and it's building up inside of you, that is when you know, right? Okay, so how this works is we're going to look at the chart. We're going to play some cards for the elements after the charts, okay? We're going to look at the solar flare. I'm just going to check it just to make sure that there's not something that's just popped off in the last 30 minutes because I've just come out of the Russian pyramid doing my meditation prior to coming in. We have a big night ahead, so let's jump in and say hello to everybody here on the beautiful chat. Now, remember, I am multi broadcasting, so I have multiple groups. Thank you to all the groups and Facebook groups and YouTube, and then my page and my business page. So, wherever you're at, thank you for being here. There's Miss Amanda on Facebook. Thanks so much for dropping in, sweetheart. Love to see you here. Oh my goodness. Okay, Aquarius. She was our winner. By the way, we do giveaways. Yes, really big package giveaways of books and crystals and cards and jewelry. Um, some of my mystical goods that I create. I'm working on a electromagnetic frequency spray. It's also like a smudge, and it has an uplifting like holy water because I make it based out of holy water. But it has all kinds of precious metals as well that are just a touch of monatomic gold. That is the activator. Anyway, some of the goods we give away. We have sponsors. I have the best sponsor coming for the next giveaway. I'm not going to announce it quite yet because she's just sending it in the mail to me. But it's going to be a big one. So the way you win is you make sure you come back on the YouTube video only and comment, please. You can just put a heart, and then that puts your name in the drawing for the giveaways. So make sure and do that after this video. Also, everybody, like, share, and subscribe, please. I really appreciate it. And yes, Aquarius, thank you. Yes, I'm so glad you won. Oh, life changes. Those sacred geometry cards are good. I have another deck just like it. So I know they're really, really activating. Be in a really just calm and ease, put yourself into that beautiful light state and then go into it. And the messages that come through are nothing less than magical. So I'm happy. Congratulations. Here, we'll give you an applause because I don't think you were here for the last time when we did the giveaway. So glad that you're here. Appreciate you as well. Okay, let's go. Basically, what I want to do is I'm going to start right now with looking at this chart. Boom. The Cancer new moon. Now, okay, this is not the one I'm going to write it up on. Whoa. Okay, hi. How you doing? But this is something I wanted to point out to people. So like this here, this is your full chart, okay? And then this here, if you look right there, can you see all that? Oh, I need to move my banners. My bad. Hold on, let me do it. Live TV, ain't it fun? You'll love it. Do it. No, anyway, this grand cardinal cross that's happening with this nodal movement and the moon is literally activating my midheaven. And your midheaven placement is like what you do for work, what you do out in the world, what you're known for, that kind of thing. And so I know there's a lot of changes happening because it's my Leo house, most of my Leo house. And I know there's a lot of changes about to be happening, especially with Venus about to go retrograde. And that girl is slowing down, y'all. All these planets are slowing down. So see here, let's get these banners. I made new banners. So there we go. Okay, so here at the top, you're going to see all of the glyphs are right there to the left. All right. Now, then you can see the speed that it's going. Okay, so you have the moon and the sun slow because it's a full moon in Cancer. And then you have Mercury fast, super fast, just entered into Virgo, and it's heading on. Like it's going to be quick through there. All right. And I'm sorry, just entered into Leo. I'm a little space cadet today. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I'm really kind of been just really in this space vibe. It was nothing to be able to just go meditate. I digress. All right, and then we have, of course, Venus, very slow, going retrograde at the end of the month, and then Mars is speeding fast, but he's not. Mars isn't necessarily happy to be in Virgo, so some of his attributes are going to be a little wonky. But I feel like it's a good move. I really do. I think it's going to help a lot of people to get productive, but I think what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to want to jump and do something without defining the details. Somebody write that in the comments, please. Defining the details. That's a big theme. We need to be really paying attention, but not overworking ourselves to where we're getting critical of ourselves or others around us, because that's a big one too. But anyway, Jupiter is cruising right along. And, quite honestly, Jupiter is going to be a lot more beneficial to the fixed signs when the North and South Node move on out into Aries and Libra next Monday, same day as the full moon. So I'm really excited about more of the grounded benefits, like things that we can tangibly use. This is all about commodities, values, stocks, monies, banks, all of that fun stuff. Just really becoming, I feel like, it's not going to be like instant, but it's going to be like something that everyone thought, oh, hell no, I don't think that's any good. And then you realize, oh, wait, maybe it is good. And then you realize, but that other part of it is not something I like. So it's like a 3-step realization of the bullshit, is kind of what I would call it. So then you have, of course, Saturn is retro. Uranus is cruising right along. That's another thing. Uranus being in Taurus. When oh my gosh, when Jupiter comes up on Uranus and they're conjunct, you want to talk about some massive revolution happening on this planet. You want to talk about people really standing up and fighting for what they believe in, and really in off the wall, different types of ways. Things that you really don't expect coming in. That's going to be very interesting. That's heading our way. And then, of course, you have Neptune in Pisces and Pluto retrograde, both of them. Neptune in Pisces, and then Pluto over in Capricorn coming back. And that's really what I wanted to show you on that chart. So I'm going to switch over here and I'm going to tell you, if you wanted to um, screenshot this, you can. All right. So I'm going to read this because this is part of the collective 12 that I channeled. That this came through. I don't even know when it was, quite honestly. I don't really remember it. But then I didn't remember it at all. And I posted it. I didn't remember it. And then today, someone commented on it. I was like, oh, I need to send that message out. So um, we have elevated DNA flush out to the attachment to the process of the actual release. It was a step that came through. So there's 3 steps to this whole serious gateway that happened and started on 7/7. And this is what I was given on 7/7. I couldn't even post until late that afternoon, evening, I think it was that day, because I was just like not here. So let's read this real quick. Elevated DNA flush out of the attachment to the process of the actual release. This is about our understanding of our relationship to the attachment to the process of dissolving programs and patterns of darkness, not to the physical act of the shadow or what might have manifest, is how I understand this, or how they manifest in the 3D, but the actual procedure which happens, which is unseen. 3 levels are taking place for those ready to commit to the dissolution, with the first level offered today. which was 7-7, a gift of ease, meaning it will be much more swift and efficient in the etheric levels. Okay, an opening of the actual circuitry that is attached to the human blueprint has been sealed in love and blue source light, and so it is. This opening was not intended in the original human blueprint um, of this entire collective. It wasn't like it was for each individual, it was for the entire. It was attached to the DNA. It was placed there by other forces. And then you want to screenshot this if you haven't seen this. These are just two little excerpts out of it. Um, the north and south nodes of the moon shifting out of Taurus and Scorpio after 18 months. This is about accomplishments made to overcome some of the darkest shadows of our universe. Like this is bigger and darker and more deep and far away, even, you know, than what we really get, like in a conscious human mind. This is about the accomplishments made to overcome some of the darkest shadows of our universe. We have been given a gift of grace and ease unlike we ever experienced before, moving forward after 3 levels come to their completion. So we're in the midst of it. We're in the in between right now. All right. This will make a big difference in how humans field consciousness effortlessly is able to dissolve all attachments to the shadowverse. Like when anytime you got some stuff coming in, you got people speaking this, you got energy being thrown, psychic attacks, blah blah blah, all of that. There's been this seal because we had this in the circuitry of the blueprint. We had this opening. They showed it to me like an opening, okay, and it was like it came in, it was sealed, and we did it. We did it with love. But it was that blue source light, that blue that you just can't even put a name to, that kind of color blue. I try real hard to get to that blue, but it's just, there's a different, it's the blue that I know on the planet that I'm from, past the Andromedas. And it's this amazing blue water. I mean, it just, you can't even describe it. And the sand is like all itty bitty tiny little iridescent crystals. It's very amazing. But I don't know, I'm getting off on that. Excuse me. Let me get back on this. All right. Gracie D's like, we never. This will make a big difference on how the human's field of consciousness effortlessly is able to dissolve the shadowverse. The Sirius Gateway initiated on the 1st of July. It literally initiated on the 1st. I know you felt it. Look back if you don't remember. Look at your post for July 1st because that was some massive stuff going on that day. Beginning with the first level actualized today on 777, the completion to be broken down 2 other levels, all attached to one holy trinity of one. I have not received the names, blah, blah, blah. But those are the dates. So the next one is unknown, but I know it's going to come to me. It'll at some point. But this is the day the nodes of fate shift into the Aries and Libra, okay, on the 17th. Then the 24th is also the day of the shift. The nodal shift 1 day before the eve of the galactic new year, okay? So, and often you celebrate the galactic, you do it like on the new year of the galactic new year. It's a 13 moon Mayan calendar. Yes, yes, yes. So anyway, I wanted to do that and show that to y'all. So if you wanted to kind of keep up and look and kind of like pay attention to what's going on with you around this period and see if you feel like you're kind of in this in between. See if you feel a difference in, because the passions are about to get really cranked up for 18 months. Passions, aggressions, war machine, you can guarantee in the matrix that stuff's going to be going on. The chaos, the insanity stuff is going to really ramp up. I mean, it's already doing it, you know, and of course, prayers and love to anybody affected. But this is going to get a little bit more because Aries is the warrior. And that's where the North Karmic node of fate is heading for this collective. and it comes in little bits and pieces, and things happen. But we've been sealed, okay? So that whatever was like allowing any of those shadows to come in, whether it be through us, other people, our families, our friends, our work, wherever, it's able to move on quicker and more efficiently as soon as we get to this completion on the 24th. So oh, that's pretty cool. Don't y'all think it's pretty cool? Hi, everybody. Okay, cool. Yay, Aaron's here. Thank you. Appreciate it. We have a few people out of town. Let's say Renee, he's went over to Mexico. I'm so proud. I was like, yeah, that'll be fun. So he's out of town. We have a few people gone. There's Sandy. Hi, Sandy. How you doing? So glad you're here. Yay. Awesome. And don't forget to make sure that you come back and comment on the replay videos so you can get in on the prizes. I have a really, really good sponsor coming. Really good sponsor. All right, Jamie Lynn. Hi, sweetheart. How you doing? There she is right there. Miss, she knows everything. If y'all want to know or learn about the Mayan calendar, the galactic calendar, Jamie Lynn, go ahead and contact her. She knows all that stuff inside and out. She's been helping me. Defining the details. Sandy, you got it. That's right. That's a theme. We're going to be defining details. Very good. Well, hello, Life and Wellness. She has the best, oh my gosh, teas. And I'm starting to get low. I was just thinking the other day I need to get with you. But remember, I bought all those bags. And so glad that you're here as well. Yes, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. All right. Hi, Terry. There she is, darling. Sending lots of love to you, too. All right, so really quick, we're going to. All right, let's go ahead and look at this bad boy. All right, so you're talking about Aries and Libra. Let's just understand this first. First of all, we came from a very dark, shadowy, transmuting the toxicities in the swamp, the toxicities of the sewage kind of energy. Like we came, this is what we're coming out of. Literally, we're at the tail end right now, but it's about to shift, right? And it's gonna like you'll feel a release probably really over this next week, but it's also gonna be very tender time still because we're in Cancer. Cancer, that rules tenderness, that rules sensitivity, dreams, wanting to escape, escape into your own little shell, wanting to, be productive in your own little space or, around. So all of that is going to be amplified in security. There's a lot of questions in security. Here on Padre Island, where I live, Corpus Christi, I noticed a couple of neighbors that said, they received a letter because they're doing like this multi-million-dollar thing over here where they got rid of a lot of just natural land that used to be an old golf course, and all of the nature and the coyotes and the birds and everything would be over there. And now they've been moved out because it's all been gutted. Because see, I live on what's a big old sandbar, so all they got to do is dig, and then there's sand. So they just dug it all out and created this canal, and they're building all these beautiful homes. And it's like that kind of stuff. It's like you start thinking about, am I going to stay here? Do I really want to? Because it's getting like we're really about to get majorly commercialized, and it's going to really boom because they're finishing up this bridge work, and they're attaching the Gulf to the Laguna Madre so it all flows. It'll be wonderful. It'll be really good for the canals because it'll have a nice fresh flow right in there instead of having, because I'm kind of in the center. Anyway, I digress. That's kind of like this energy. It's like, there's nothing you can do. Your house is sitting right next to where this is all happening. So sorry, we're gonna be digging right here where you used to have your beautiful view. I feel bad for Karen Wilson Healing. She was one of the ones that posted about that, and I thought, wow, I'm not directly getting affected because it's my stuff is I'm on the canal, but over there where they're doing this new construction, this new build up, A lot of people, and there's a lot of people not happy because of the wildlife and stuff. But it's evolution. And I'm sorry, Uranus in Taurus is evolution, and that's where we're at. Especially with Jupiter there magnifying and blowing up everything. This is really going to give a boost to like a lot of areas. I'm sure you're seeing changes and developments in your area. That's what this is going to do, because we're getting to the end here. So that's when all stuff starts coming to completion. Now, we're not completely done with Taurus because we will have an eclipse, lunar eclipse, uh, at the end of the year in Taurus in October. So that's it, October? Yeah, it's October, I believe. End of October, somewhere. I think it's like the 23rd, 24th. Don't quote me though. Anyway, so we're going to end up having a little taste that's always going to come back, and these nodes are how we read the axis in order to know what kind of an eclipse it might be, right? And the nodes are energy signatures, mathematical energy signatures. But I have watched these nodes play out in the different signs over the years. And it's amazing to me how you can see it literally show up in the world. And your North Node and your South Node, your Rahu and your K2 is very important for your soul's evolution, for your spiritual evolution. But I'm not, I'm studying a lot of different types of astrology. I'm trying to learn them all, and I think I will. But I'm not also one that's like, if you don't complete your soul's evolution, you're screwed. you know, it's not like that. It's just a goal point to try to go towards, and often it's something that we are internally uncomfortable with doing in the beginning stages of our lives. And as we start to grow and we become, older, you realize, okay, you know, I am kind of transitioning into this naturally. And a lot of time when I meet with men and women that are older, I'm like, you've probably already done quite a bit of this because I give you a North Node and South Node report. It's just a really to the point paragraph that says, these are the things you need to work on. And when you're dealing with that nodal transit, you have to pay attention to if it's cardinal, it's a cardinal cause. So that means if you have any of the cardinal signs, Aries, Libra, Pluto, I'm not, Pluto's in Capricorn. I know, I was thinking, it's been there for so long, I just call it that. Anyway, Capricorn and Cancer, now you're going to be dealing with a lot of these types of things. So get ready. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this chart. It's happening on the 17th, which is next Monday. My time is Central Time. You'll have to look up your own time, or you can check my page on Facebook and YouTube later in the community. I always post the times and everything. But it's coming up Monday. And we are looking right here at this beauty sitting there, all poised, all full of good food, with a nice glass of Chardonnay, chilling out, watching the animals play. You know, Cancer is this just, I love Cancer energy because they are very nurturing, but they are also just, they have this poise. Most Cancers I meet have this poise to them, and we have that happening with a new moon. It's turned dark. It's a dark moon. It is not time to go initiating and putting things forth in the dark moon. You always wait 24 to 48 hours before you actually initiate to grow with the moon. During the dark phase, if you have banishment, shadow work, stuff like that, that's a good time to do it. And this was a good moon to do it with. All right. All right. Now, so I want to point out the big, well, first of all, do you see that? Okay. All of this stuff on the right over here. All this. And then it's kind of like the sacred geometry is saying this is a one-sided situation. This is what it says to me. And it says there's a lot of things that we're needing to initiate here, but there's a lot of people that are not on board, and there are a lot of people that are just going to be confused and not know which way to go because it's so lopsided. And there's a lot of adjusting. That's right. I didn't even say it. It is adjusting July, right? We are in the midst of adjusting July, okay? Where you know you're going to be adjusting probably in three. And you'll notice, you'll see the patterns. I've seen it in my life. I've had others that've seen it. You'll see the patterns of things happening in threes until you come to finalization on things. So I just wanted you to see the sacred geometry of the chart because it's very interesting to me. If you want to put in the comments what you think it looks like, go for it. All right, so here it is, this big cross. Right there, with Pluto and Capricorn right opposite this moon. And it's at the 29-degree point. See, okay, so that's what's the big deal here. And then you have the nodes right here. Nodes just entered into Libra. Okay, so this is initiating an energy for the next 18 months. You must look at your 29-degree placement. If you have anything at 29, if you have anything 29, 28, 27, you're really, this is a conjunction for you. It's initiating you, it's asking you to do something emotionally aware of your security. Okay, it's asking you to be able to understand that sometimes outside forces and world events and world powers are going to come in. And I say world powers, could be big world powers, or it could be the big world power at your job. It could be big world power with your family. You know, it's whoever you look at as a power that might be something you're having to deal with that's coming to you. Okay, something that you're bringing in order to transmute and understand, because this is Pluto and this is death, transformation, rebirth. This is other people's money, right? Okay, that's where we just come out of. And that's Pluto because Pluto rules Scorpio and we've been there. So these nodes are also going to hit the exact degree where, because it was 29 degrees where we had that Aries eclipse, that big Aries eclipse back in April. Remember that one that rocked our socks off? Yeah. So now this 29-degree mark is being activated. It's like this is like an eclipse. I'm not even kidding. It's eclipse energy. Um, so where is your security coming from? How are you gaining your security? Are you going to stay where you're going to stay? Is this shit, is it going to be good for you anymore? Is this something that you really want to do? You know, there's a lot of those kind of questions going around, and there's a lot of real like bummed out, kind of like my feelings are hurt over this situation, or kind of feeling like longing for something to be different or longing for something to change. You know, there's this kind of like sadness, but there's also a jovial joy, okay? Because you have, like I said earlier, if you were here, Jupiter right here, almost conjunct to Taurus. Now, I want y'all to have a little look see at those numbers. 22 and 11, that's right. That's right. You're correct. Universal number 22 and 11. Those are masters, baby. This is mastery. And look, they are in a beautiful, harmonious trine over here to Pluto. Okay, but they're in a sextile over to this moon. So they're big players, big players. And they are free to really, this is how it's going to get cranked up. People are going to be strong in their beliefs, strong in what they know, proud and courageous. Speaking of pride, we now have Mars over here in Virgo. Be careful of being overcritical. You know, watch yourself before you wreck yourself. You know, because this can get aggressive. it's also heartfelt and courageous and all those things. And, Mars being in the lion's den. Think about Mars. Mars is ruler of Scorpio and Aries. Okay. Mars is in Virgo. Mars wants to be in fire. Okay. He prefers to be in Scorpio. This is not the easiest of actions initiated. Although, when one comes from a loving heart space with this energy, we'll be able to move past and adjust in adjusting July. Always in these threes. Almost busted out with a rap right there. I'm not even joking. It's so good to see you guys. Hi, Sunny. Hi, Kat. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yes, I'm so glad you're here. Hey, hey. Your South Node is Scorpio and North Node is Taurus. I think I'm coming to completion of a big evolutionary cycle. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Congratulations. Out of all of the nodes, I still think, and I may be biased because I'm Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, Scorpio Mars, um, but I think that all of the South Node placements to be in any sign, I think Scorpio has been the roughest. And I'm just gonna leave that there. So cool, awesome. There you go, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, you guys make sure and share the channel out. Give it to your friend. Give it to your neighbor. Just pull it up on their phone and be like, "Hey, hit subscribe." I appreciate it. Plus, it's a good way. Hey, maybe you're chasing a guy, or you're looking at that pretty girl. It's a nice way to initiate and say, "Hey, have you ever heard of this? Maybe you like to subscribe." Even if they don't come and watch all the time, they can still hit subscribe. No, I don't care. I just want to get to 1,000 so that I can be mobile because I want to be able to travel more. And I'm kind of tied to the studio to do eCam. I have to get another Mac. I guess I could be mobile. But it would be nice to just get there. Shadow band astrology stuff because it feels like that none of the algorithms pick me up for some reason. So help me grow it, please. Yep. Yes, ma'am. All right. There's Stacy Ross. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Kat. Now remember, y'all, I'm on Facebook and YouTube on multiple places, so you're all coming through there. I see you. Cool. All right. Now I'm gonna wrap this up here. Pluto in Capricorn over here to Neptune in Pisces, right up here trining this moon. All of these planets plus Pluto sextile Neptune and Saturn opposite Mars. That Saturn opposite Mars is going to be rough next week. So let's jump into that. I'm going to put this chart down. Okay. And then I want to. Oh, hold on. Thank you. So I want to do this. I want to look at the space weather real fast while we're here. Why not? We've had such a high frequency kind of day already. I had to put binaural beats. I was kind of like, woo. But then I was like, spacey too. Have you ever been like, woo, and you're spacey at the same time? So currently it's at KP2 minus. A little bit ago it was at KP2 plus. So the electromagnetic energy of the planet is coming down a little bit. Let's see what the solar says. Now see, we had an M683. There it is right there. Come on. Blow it out. There it is. Look at that. M1 right there. Come on. And maybe I should use the pen, Chanda. M1, M7, or no, M6, M641. That's a pretty big one right there. All of this is really, what this is this is really, we're changing our physical body is changing, and we can feel it. Like you can feel the change and the shift that's going on inside. It's because we're becoming Homo lumius. We were Homo sapiens. Now we're becoming Homo lumius. Yes. New higher frequency timelines are coming because they've already been set in place and done. We are very ahead of the schedule for the golden age, more so than most understand. So, as the world falls apart, do not worry. It is meant to. Stay in your love, stay in your light, stay poised, because the more you go through the adjustments and feel as though, maybe you had to bend a little, because there's going to be a lot of aggression, lots of it out there with this whole week. It's a lot, and when you're talking about Aries, and I have some stuff on Aries. When you're talking about Aries, and I think that's good. We're good. Y'all seen the stuff, so we haven't had anything new. So let's get off of this and just go here. Bam. All right. So when you're talking about Aries as a north node, what does that look like for the collective? Well, it looks like a lot of people having to step into their own power. And it is Libra South Node, so that's learning to release compliance. I feel like we're going to be learning to release being compliant is going to be the big one. I mean, relationships, of course, values, and balanced decisions, because Libra is the scales, right? But Aries is we must step into our own power. Um, it's our relationship to ourselves. We become immersed in ego. Aries is ego, the ego. Libra is like relation to the other, how you relate with that other, reflecting the ego. Um, the North Node amplifies, and the South Node disintegrates. So if you remember those two words, the North Node amplifies, the South Node disintegrates. So we're amplifying ego, power, entrepreneurship, pioneering. It's all there. And in Libra, we are learning to disintegrate, deconstruct, uh, release, let go of judicial processes that have not been working. I see that's a big one that's going to come about over. You'll see some big changes in how the govern of law is. That's coming. Um, Lots of war. That's part of it because Aries is the warrior. It's considered the warrior. Like the Scorpio is the scorpion, Aries is the warrior. So this is what I wrote: compulsions, uh, to have courage to stand up for oneself. This is your passions and your, like I said, entrepreneurial spirit. This is very youthful, even though it's energizing. It's jumping ahead of oneself without really thinking it through, just because you're in the joy of the moment. It's like when you were younger and you just jumped into the pool naked, or you went swimming on the ocean naked. It was just that instinct that you just did it in the moment. You didn't plan it, it just happened. That is this kind of energy that we're going to be future forward, amplifying. It's gonna be fun, y'all. It's gonna be fun. Caution to the wind, I put. But it's a naive pioneer. There's a lot to be learned from Aries energy. Big war threats. They're going to be pushing that fear like you hadn't seen fear yet. They're going to be pushing fear. Freedom versus relationship. Aries, freedom. Libra, relationship. Lots of fateful changes. This is a fated moment. This shift and this moon all together is like eclipse energy, which eclipse in and out things, people, places, experiences, in and out of our life. It eclipses it out. Gone. Now, Libra, that south node for the collective. Now, this is a collective, okay? Um, Libra is poised and peaceful and tactful. Libra considers in beautifying diplomacy, um, refined. I mean, you don't see they would rather keep the peace than initiate something, or they'll just whatever. You want to go down to the shrimp house, sure. I don't like seafood, but I'll just grab whatever, some chicken or something. You know, it's that they just kind of go along. Libra is just kind of, I try to go along, but they have their limits. And when you knock their scales off, they turn psycho. They could be psycho. Libras, you can be a little psycho. I understand. I've got 3 places in Libra. I totally get it. uh, they're very vain though. Like they like their stuff put together nicely, and they like their things looking nicely. They like having nice things. They like having things that please the eye. They are flirts. They are vain, but they're very socially aware, whereas Aries don't give two shits. I mean, like, sorry, that energy just, yes, we're made of so many different, so don't get offended if these are your signs. I'm just explaining the archetypal energy, okay? Because I can hear you, because I'm a psychic and I can hear you. I think you're on the replay, or I can hear you now. I'm not picking on you, I promise. I love Aries and Libra. I'm surrounded by them, and I kind of am one because I'm an Aries moon. And I have 3 big placements in Libra, including my Venus conjunct Uranus with Pluto. Cardinal Grand Cross. This is about our borders. So when you have a Cardinal Grand Cross, when you're talking about Aries and Libra, all right, uh, crossing over to Cancer and Capricorn, and this full moon, everything I just showed. If you missed it, you'll have to go back. Okay, but this is a new situation for our world. This is kind of like a bullet point, starting go. It's like the start, like shoot the gun, let's go. Start the race, initiate, ignition, and go. But because this Cardinal Grand Cross has this aggressive instinct to push forward, and this need for the revolution to take place within whatever that situation might be for you personally, or it could be on the macro, in the matrix. Um, you will know, and then you will see that there's like 3 times you have to adjust. So when this is what I'm trying to tell you, because I know this, because it's been happening to me over and over, and a lot of the time I will mimic what's happening with the collective, and then it plays out with everybody else a week later or 2 weeks later. Like I'll be going through something, and then boom, I'm like, okay, I did that, and yes, I did that. So it's interesting. There's a 3-level place that we're going with this. So when you get to the third one, you're at completion. Big health. Like we got to really pay attention to our health. This is like the energy of Mars now entered Virgo. This is all about our higher consciousness getting divine, like literally cleaning out the clutter. If you need some psychic activations, you need some psychic work, come to me. Send me a little. I am only working part time right now, just because I really I feel depleted. I feel tired, and I'm being told it's more time to rest. Although I am planning an event for October, because I'm not going to miss fall equinox. equinox. I do that for the third time this year, and I'm not missing it. So there will be a fall equinox event here. I will be getting that out there for you guys if you want to come. But this is collapsing these old timelines. It really is. Um, we're just totally and shifting and changing our state of being, of who we are, literally on a DNA level. It's like we are becoming more photonic light. Homoluminous, baby. That's what we're doing, right? I put, we don't give that our emotional engage. Okay, I'm sorry. We don't give that our emotional engagement is divine neutrality. So it's like, no, we don't give that to our emotional entanglement, the chaos that's outside. We walk through like a shape shifting star seed that you are, like the soul that you are, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I wrote up some stuff on these dwarf planets, and I think we'll do that next time because I think we should move on. Now, I do have the inside degree. Okay, so I'm going to put that on the screen and read it, and then we'll go straight into the cards. So, this is the degree for the Cancer moon. All right, let's see here. Where's it at? There it is. Boom. Oh, and I probably should do this. Hold on. Should like, there we go. All right, so this Cancer new moon, isn't it cool? We got a Cancer new moon. Happy new moon and happy solar return to all the Cancers out there. Loving Cancers. We're using the sacral, and I think this is the F bowl today. Oh no, this is the D bowl, excuse me. And we have one of our brand new little baby Andaras in there. One of the little baby dolphins. We've got it, we've got it, we've got it. So this is for the Cancers. So soothing. Normally don't wear the jewelry when it's a low, calming tone. If you have any anxiety or stress, it just automatically just mellows out all of your cells, all of your nervous system just calms with these sacral bones. There went the dolphins trying to jump out. Okay, so I get this from this book in case you ever want to try it out. It's The Inside Degrees by Elias Lonsdale. Each degree from 0 to 30 has its own energy signature of what it's like. And this is for this new moon in Cancer. I think I said full moon earlier. Excuse me. Here we go. Cancer, new moon, inside degrees, pastry makers. Oh, say, okay, so now you get that vision. Pastry makers. A world perfectly fit for public consumption. A ceremonial display and production of community goodies, commodities, marvels, and wonders. You are in touch with the marketplace and with special occasions. Most at home within a gourmet sensibility, a good life ambience, but able to turn just about anything into the best of style. Coolly self packaged, fascinated by images, ideas, culture, and belonging to a circle of special friends, laying it on strong, creating the social glue, the magical rapport, convinced above all that we deserve the best. We are special. We are what it's all about. What? That blew my mind. Isn't that excellent? So there's just this wonderful, like, it is all about us. We are changing and flipping the planet. We are raising the frequency. We are literally doing this together, and it's so exciting. Even though there's all this chaos out there, it's still so exciting. And I just loved that. I mean, that energy for this Cancer moon will be with us for this entire 2 week cycle up until the full moon. Okay. So it's kind of like if you come back to this, I would take a screenshot. I do think I posted it, but I'm not sure. There it is. Happy Cancer new moon. Remember, 24 to 48 hours before you start really initiating. You can plan during the dark moon, but if you have something new you're wanting to start, you want to wait to initiate. You want to wait to initiate because unless you're doing some shadow work, that's just the best way. I mean, the crop, like farmers would wait. If you're growing your own herbs and stuff, it's always nice to plant it the day after the full moon. Okay. Thank you. Oh, yes. Hi, Julie. Thanks for coming tonight. Yay. Yes, yes. Okay, cool. All right, let's get going on the cards, shall we? Let's do some cards. I want some cards. And I don't know about y'all, but I had to stick with at least one of those wonderful Light Star Creation decks. I got 2 of these decks last week. Well, I didn't get them last week, but they were just introduced last week when I did my Saturday sneak surprise on Sirius. Okay, so the Sirius Gateway, y'all, um, all of that is from Saturday. If you want to go back there and check out that video on the replay, make sure that you give me a comment and tell me what you think. Uh, I am down in Texas. Somebody just asked me. That's where this West Texas. I'm actually originally from West Texas, Midland, Texas, which is oil and gas. My dad is a geologist. My grandfather was an oil and gas inventor. Um, I was raised up in it. Literally, can remember as a kid going out on the oil rigs with my daddy and sampling rocks and looking at them under the microscope with him. That's pretty cool. I'm kind of a nerd. I love science. I like to blow shit up. We used to do what was it, Roman fire candle fights when I was a girl. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun, but we had a lot of room to roam. A lot different now. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of room to roam. Like everything's kind of congested on top of itself and feeling closed in sometimes. Like it's just too much. Everybody's just right there. Ah! So you got to run and get in your shell like a Cancer and hide. And I understand that energy because I identify with it because of my Cancer South node with a North node in Capricorn. My destiny. So, all right, let's play with these wonderful magical cards. I did bring the dragon wand out just because it felt like it wanted to. And a few of the baby Andaras just hold down the board tonight because it is to honor the last South Node in Scorpio we're going to see for 18 and a half years. I brought out the Tarot of Forbidden Dreams. If you have children, please don't have them watch the cards. This is going to get naughty. The Cosmic Coven Tarot, because welcome to the Cosmic Coven, baby. Oh, I love it. And because I'm looking forward to August. I was already standing out in my garage going, should I get up on that ladder and get up in the garage and go ahead and plant all my fall and autumn equinox? I don't even know. I think I got like 10 different trees. I'm a nut for fall equinox. The whole fall season is my favorite. And then I have a lot of stuff for the winter solstice season as well. The secret language of light. This is a message from your soul, okay, directly to you. And each of the elements will get one of those. And of course, the magical dimensions. Very good. Those are all of the cards. I feel like, and I also have the sacral bow over here. No, not now. You know how smoke looks whenever it's just kind of like real still in the air, and then there's smoke and it's kind of like flowing, but it's powerful. That's what I feel like. I feel kind of like I'm flowing, but I'm powerful. I'm flowing, but I'm powerful. And what are you saying to yourself first thing in the morning? That's like setting the pace for your whole day. And I know this is like common knowledge, everybody knows this, but I'm just saying it does. Wake up and say, my day is about to be full of magic and miracles. I am getting younger every day. That's what I say. And then sometimes I do, and I did this one for years. It's healthy I am, happy I am, wealthy I am, love I am. And I would say that over and over, sometimes through the whole shower, just really making it so because I'm in control. Universal consciousness, one source mind. Thank you. That was a bit longer on the astrology tonight, but I think that y'all needed to hear a lot of that. I had a lot more notes that I did not cover because I was kind of being obsessive. I think Mars in Virgo is like making me want to do stuff. Like I want to come to completion. I have like 5 different projects going that I need to come to completion on. Like I'm super multitasking. Like my Aries moon is like, wow, let's go. And then it's like a crash and burn. Man, I'm not gonna lie. Today I almost did not show up. Are we going with water? Yeah, yeah. So this is how this works. We're gonna do the cards. It's for the sun, moon, and rising. It's directed in frequency. The frequency is like the code is like overlaid before I ever even begin this live. All right. So that's how it works. Because I work in jumping my consciousness forward, back, and then kind of like I imprint stuff upon myself so that I'm able to kind of put my brain into more of a theta state. And then they're able to come in. And I'm starting to feel them come in because they always come in from the light side, unless over here on the shadow side or the night side, like Rion says, um, sometimes this will give me no answers, or it'll give me, I've had draconians, I've had reptilians, I've had demons, even shadow from the shadow verse. I know it very well. I know it very well. Um, so I use and utilize both because we're all made up of both. We are all shadow and light, every one of us. And so that's how my process goes. I don't know if how your process might be. You might share it with me. I'm always interested to find out how other people get into that state, that theta state where you're just really flowing and you're able to just like tune in. And then if we could stay in that state throughout our regular, everyday, Monday, day to day reality, things seem to flow easier. Because when you're pushing against it, it's hard, right? So those are just some of the things that I've learned. All right, let's see. Tell me what works for you. So it looks like water first. Okay, where is the water one? Let's see here. We'll just throw it out there. Okay, there we go. Yay! Also, we have all new little billboards going across. Y'all, I'm a fixed Scorpio. And a lot of the time, it takes me longer to initiate, to get things done and improve upon things because it's like I kind of like things the way they are. I'm comfortable the way it is. But I am really feeling that push from the universe to really initiate and do things differently. And I'm excited to see the journey because as Venus goes retrograde throughout Leo, whatever that house is getting activated for you. Okay? So think about that. All right, let's go. Ooh. Water signs. We are speaking to Cancer, Pisces, and the lovely Scorpio. Water signs, you are really in for some treats now that Neptune is starting to go retrograde. You're going to start feeling as though things are going to come in that are a little bit more clearer, and it's like a little bit more aha moment for you. Yes. And we're going to start out because it is the water signs with the naughty cards. And I can't even remember. I never use these. The Tarot of Forbidden Dreams. I have them for like, I don't know. I don't know. I have these cards. But I thought that they would be fun to play with. All right. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They've all been shuffled and smudged with Palo Santo. And, you know, they get set in the wind over here in the sun the day before. They're nice and charged and clear. Water sign. Let's get start. The Wheel of Fortune. Woo woo. And I'm going to zoom this in just a little bit. Now, these are a little bit smaller cards, so I'm going to zoom it in a little further, and then I'll probably have to change it to the next one. We'll see. The Wheel of Fortune. What kind of fortune is coming your way? This is fate. Whatever this is for you, this is fate. Whoa, okay. Yikes. You're challenged by the Seven of Swords. These cards are hilarious. You're challenged by the Seven of Swords, the King of Wands, and then from coming outside of you, you have a Three of Wands. There's a lot of change coming here for you, water signs. I feel like there's been somebody or something that has been really doing you dirty, doing you wrong, that, like really hurt you deeply. This Seven of Swords, this is the fuckery card. This is lying, stealing, cheating. This is not being forthright. But it's also, hey man, I got to take what's mine and I got to go with it. And I'm sorry if I'm hurting you. It's that kind of, like that aggressive energy of I'm taking what's mine. This King of Wands right here for you water signs, he's ripe. I mean, look at him. He's ready to go. You're ripened. You're ready to go. You're in flow. This right here, I feel like really just happened in your past, even though it's your challenge. But you're still challenged to get past it. I feel like it's already happened, but it's something that you're still holding on to deeply. Like there's a layer there of shadow, trauma, guilt, and fear, sadness that you need to really let go of. This Three of Wands right here says, I am taking initiative to bring and magnify and attract what it is for me. Okay, this is coming in from outside of you, so you may be attracted to somebody. There may be a King of Wands that's attracting you to him or her. Don't get caught up on gender, it's just energy. But there's some kind of fated event coming in here for real, and there could be some fuckery with it, so be careful. Because even though I feel like for some of you it's in the past, but this could be something that's still very present or could come in and surprise you. That's a pretty big surprise, I must say. There it goes. And the Death card falls for the water signs. Major life event, major arcana card, the death card, right underneath the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this is really being finished with the fuckery. Okay, so this death card says this is over, this is done, it is finished, it's transmuted, it's transformed, it's metamorphosis energy. It literally changes from one state of being to another in every kind of way, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Shift. Done. Don't look back. It's done. I feel like that there is someone who's attracting you in, like you're getting attracted in, or you're attracting someone else. And you know that there's not gonna be no fuckery. You know, this is a fated thing. You know it's gonna happen. What else we got? We have these water signs. This one's wanting to pop. The Queen of Swords. So, is there any balance here? You know, is this just? And two, are you gonna just fall for this? You know, because there could be some fuckery still. Be careful for that. Even though all of that's finished and it's all past you, I do feel like that there could be some kind of balance coming through, some kind of support, something that is just in the end, something that is fair, that feels as though, okay, yeah, I went through all of that, I did all of that, but now I'm feeling like there's a reprise. On the bottom of the deck is the Empress. Look at that. The Empress right there. So this is Taurus energy, okay? Birthing. Feeling as though you have anything in the world that you can pull to yourself just naturally because your physicality just is like a magnet to whatever it is that you want. You have two law of attraction, pull it into you, magnetize, bring it, bring it, bring it type cards here. Um, and I feel like truly why is this happening? The lovers, Gemini energy, major life event, major arcana. So that's three majors on the board. One, two, three. This fated, very destined event that's coming. And I don't think you're gonna. I think you're gonna be very surprised about the whole situation in the end. I think you're gonna feel like there's some fuckery, and there probably was. And it may not even have to do with this new energy that's coming in here, but there was some kind of a soulmate union, and I feel like there was others involved, and so you knew you had to move on and birth something new. You had to nurture yourself and give yourself the nice, good, give yourself the good things because you have come through death, dear water signs. All right, and then let's also pull. I'm going to move these stones on over. Let's also pull from the Magical Dimensions deck for the water signs. Magical Dimensions, please. Yes. Yes, my love. Mm. Hey, they want two. You got shifting frequency, intensity, choice, and alignment. You know, that's right. We're shifting. We're shifting the frequency. We're coming into all new higher timelines because we're becoming homo luminous beings, not homo sapiens. See, it's literally changing on the physical body. Knowing that there's time to align and extend through attraction. And then also you have the promise, soulmates, attract, and partners. You know, this could be very fated. Like when I saw this, I was like, wow, it may just turn out to be perfect. It may just turn out to be beautiful after all of the fuckery and the emotions. You remember, this King of Wands is you. I'm sorry, not King of Wands is fire. And fire is passion. Fire is love, sexy love. The promise, soulmates attract. You already made this decision. You chose this before you even knew it. Remember who they are. Yes. And two, let's hear from the secret language of light deck. The secret language of light for the water sign. That's it. Is there two there? Okay, hold on. You only get one of these. Healing. You got healing. Healing. Number 5. That's funny too. I've been seeing 555 quite a bit lately. Healing number 5. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I am just going to give you a little taste of this. This is the closing card, and this will umbrella the entire read. Umbrella energy. Oops, sorry. Okay. That's 4. Oh, that's all right. Okay. Be illuminated by love and truth. Right now, healing is taking place to support your understanding of the gifts you experience. Weird or difficult circumstances can often be fast-tracked path to your desires. Until we recognize subtle imbalances, the best way to clean up outdated beliefs is to have our buttons pushed. Is your buttons getting a little push there? Yes. Oh my gosh. Buttons are created by continued attention to unbalanced thoughts, ideas, or beliefs. Every time we are reminded of or talk about a hurt, it pushes a button and reopens the wound that we are yet to heal. We haven't got past it. It's in the past, but we haven't got past it. Leave them alone so balance can be restored. Leave them alone so balance can be restored and wholeness can return. Inspired action for healing may include seeing a therapist, seeing an astrologer, consulting a medical professional, or spending some time at the ocean or by a lake or a stream or water or anything in nature will help. Focusing on what you love is also healing. What is it that you love? Water signs, do that. All is perfect in every moment, even if we can't see it at the time. Yes. And they're saying you can do a meditation, um, just literally by holding yourself, and it says, I am ready to release guilt, fear, judgments, and limitations. I am ready to detach from what others think about me. I do love myself enough to care about how I feel. I am open minded and I do trust myself. Bam. Thank you, water signs, for being here. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. We love you so much. It may get a little tricky, and it's probably already been a little tricky with you guys. But with that said, I feel like it's going to be a happy ending because, it won't be a complete ending. Like, there will be work and stuff to do. But I do feel that you've gotten past the energy and that now it's just kind of like settle, 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 in a shute came a hoy nai. Rinkum mushia na kuno kumpai. I no kushikinu kuna mone hege. Rancha kimo I inushi kamo yanosha mahai. Nanai. Rushka pukararet ila rushka. And yun. Ora shamo que kera hai do to kero shumake. One na nemeshete una lekete Nahai. Unna shakim. Unna shakimai. Unna shakim. Oink. Thank you, water. That was a big one. Woofy. Woofy. Woof woof. Somebody got a dog. Woofy. Here, woof woof. That was strange. One time I was in this old haunted hotel here on the Texas coast. I loved it there. And there was a literal little bitty white Jack Russell Terrier looking dog with like a brown spot on his eye that I kept hearing these like pats on the feet because it was wooden floors. I didn't see it. And I was like trying to catch it, but then I was too tired. So I laid down and like literally at that moment that you're just almost about to drift off to sleep, but you're still kind of awake, I heard like that, and it like literally flew through the wall and the door and then went out the other side of the wall. It was the most amazing visual I had seen in a very long time as far as like animals and stuff like that, like spirit animals and stuff. It was awesome. I'll never forget that to this day. It was such an amazing experience. I kind of always been a want to be one of those, like a traveling, go around and check out all of these old ancient sites and do activations and grid work there. I'm so excited about my Andaras and doing more grid work. They're still out in the sun. I always leave them out in the sun for 48 hours. And let them get a good charge. And plus, I want them to feel into the energy of the land and the water that I'll be working. So, all right, we are good to go. And let's move on to the next element. Thank you, water signs. Beautiful, blessed, Cancer, new moon, and nodal shift. Yay. Now, next week, we will go through and talk about each sign. This week, we kind of just covered the collective energy, but next week, we'll do each sign and what it means for them through the whole sign houses. All right, Earth energy is next. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. You are a lifesaver. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're dealing with Earth, 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 Earth. So Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Oh, I can't get enough of that coconut water. I was thinking the other day, I wonder if I could figure out a way to make a coconut water dispenser. You know what I'm saying? And like you get a big bag of it or something. I drink so much, and now my son loves it. He wants to drink it all the time, and I'm like, I gotta figure out a different way. If y'all see a different way how to get bulk coconut water in your house other than just buying big containers of it, I'd like to just like a big old 3-gallon bag of it, and it could be like in some major container or something, and just put it, I don't know, in my refrigerator and have a spout or whatever. It'd be so great. Like the bag of wines. Why can't we have a big bag of coconut water? That'd be so amazing. Let's manifest that. Oh, by the way, while we're here, Earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. It's very important that you remember that you are the one that is grounding in the activation, the energy, by just being exactly who you are. If you have strong Earth sign placement, if you have a lot of Earth, 2, 3 more, like that, then that's also you. Even if it's not your big 3, sun, moon, or rising. These readings are based on your sun, moon, and rising Earth signs. And I want you to be working with the Earth. Please come work with the Earth. Please get out. Even if it's hot, work with the Earth. Build from the Earth. I saw the most amazing guy. He's right up 5 hours north of me that makes these big wooden planks And then he has these like frequency. You know how you see the frequency, like if you put a sound glyph up on your video or whatever, and you see the little frequency thing, like Aquarius. He did that, and he put it in like these metal things, and it looks so fabulous. I was like, wow, that's so cool. I thought that's really Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, all of it, every single bit of it. Him building that. You guys are the builders. Build. We need you to build. We want you to build from the ground up. So that will assist the entire collective get to where we're at a utopian state, where we're at this high frequency level all the time and we're past all of the chaos. Yeah. But we got a few more years of that. Oh, yeah. Now, I do think North Node in Pisces, which will happen 18 months from now, will be a little easier. You know, North Node, South, because that'll be next. After Aries, it'll be North Node Pisces and then South Node uh, Virgo. Virgos better get ready. You got a little time. So fascinating to see the collective shift and go with all of this. All right. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. And I'm holding them upside down. The Emperor. So we are using the Cosmic Coven, and you got the Emperor right there. Move it where you can see it. So the Emperor is Aries energy. This is the initiator. This is cardinal energy. Okay, take charge, move forth. This is the evolved Aries. This isn't a naive Aries. This is the evolved Aries. Challenged by the Eight of Swords. Something is it's something that you feel kind of trapped in, like you know that you're supposed to be like in charge of this and getting this going and stuff, but you're kind of like, I really don't want to have much to do with this. I'm kind of wanting to just not see, you know, and just you see her, she's not really super trapped. She could walk out, she could take her blindfold off. The Hermit card, that is Earth energy right there. That is Taurus and Virgo. Strength, major life event on the board. 1, 2, 3 of them now. Jeez Louise, major life for you. That's kind of serious. You may need to get some strength from others. Somebody outside of you is going to give you the strength that you need. But you got Aquarius here. So there's, oh shit, you got the Fool and the Page of Swords. Holy moly. These cards are speaking. Oh, and I need to back it up, don't I? Hold on so you can see them all. There we go. All right. So there is somebody here that's having to initiate, having to take control of things, and you're feeling like I really don't want to do this anymore. And you just feel like you just want to go within. You just want to kind of do your own thing. Get it? This is going to take strength on other people's parts. Somebody is going to be there, and it's going to help lift you up. You're going to feel this like pep in your step. And the reason why is because you got the Fool here. Major, 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 major. Out of 78 cards, that's a lot. You got 5 majors here on the board. Whoa, Earth signs. Okay, so really realize that whatever it is that comes to you, it's going to be meant for you. We don't attract anything that's not. If you are wise and inconsiderate, wise and in consideration, I should mean. Yes, wise and in consideration of what is coming to you is meant to come to you. negative or positive, whichever way, you know, it is supposed to be this way. But there are people watching you. Somebody is really enjoying watching you. People are talking about you. I want one more. Thank you. There it is, the moon. This is emotional. This is a time that you know you're coming to this completion in this dark time. You want to pause. Make sure that you pause a little bit this week for sure. Take time. See, this is take time out. This is go within. Really look and search deep within on your belief system. Is this in alignment? You know, do I take a chance? Because really, this is a badass little gathering of cards right here. You know, you've got some really nice majors on the board. And I would say go for whatever it is that you truly believe and that you feel deep within, even though you may not want to see it right now, earth signs, even though you may feel like you're trapped, even though you may be like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. I get it. We want you to understand that whenever you just initiate through the mind, then it hits the heart. It's like sprinkling seeds into the ground and magical red roses appear. You know, magical red roses appear. You just sprinkle some seeds. You didn't have to put a big branch and all this thorns and all this stuff. You just, and there it is. You can do things like this because you are earth connected. There's somebody there that's going to be very strong for you. This is a very loving, compassionate, and this is heart centered energy. This is very reliable, prideful. There is no one else that you could think about, even though you feel like you're stuck somewhere. We have this feeling of you're stuck. You're stuck. Shit, how do I get out of here? Take the chance. You see the fool, she's running towards this is Aquarius and this is Aries. This is Cancer. This is Virgo and Taurus. This is Aries. This is Leo. If any of that is you or you are dealing with someone like that, I feel there's a positive, but don't pay mind to the bitches that's talking. There's somebody talking. Somebody's. There's just people that are just like they have nothing better to do but just like, oh well, she blah 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 blah. Don't pay mind. Look, you're turning your back. You're going towards your dreams, your wishes, your journey. This is you, Earth sign. On the bottom, well, isn't that nice? Oh, this is really nice because it's like this Four of Wands comes in and says, "Hey, there's a celebration to be had here. Let's not worry about all this. Let's go celebrate. Let's really bond in." And for some of you, this is like straight up you've met somebody and you've fallen in love and you got married. Why? Because somebody was holding on tight. You have waited a long damn time for this shit. Finally, it comes in. The stability, the balance. You know, something comes in that offers poise, strength, courage, and love to balance out the whole situation. Because we're in the crown, right, Earth signs? Gets a little heavy, doesn't it? Sometimes you have to just do it and follow your dream. And the throat portal. Oh, that's so funny to us. Okay, these are very coded and activator cards. So if you like, you can take a picture of that, look at it later. Okay, so the throat portal is all about how are you speaking? Are you speaking? Are you allowing someone to literally cut you off, like block your throat chakra? Wear blue, chrysocolla, soda light, those blue green colors. More of a, no, like I like the aqua blues really for here because the darker blues I use for the higher cosmic. But that beautiful blue that will allow you to flow. You know, you've got to be able to speak. You got to be able to be strong in your words and determined in your stance, Earth signs. You need to learn to be a little more fluent and flowing because sometimes you can become a little rigid. Yes, Earth signs. But just know this is not about stopping and suppressing. It says suppression here, but I really don't feel that because you have this four here, and you have this four, this magical four of passionate loved ones here. I feel like maybe the suppression may be that you have felt you've been suppressed for a very long time, and it's time to come out of that earth sign. It's time to finish that earth sign. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. That's weird. It was like floating. Okay, we're going with the first one that I saw. Alignment. How interesting. I've got chills on this one, okay? Because like literally I got this card deck, I don't know, a few weeks ago. And, oh, this is the wrong book. The wrong book. And I got this card already today. Interesting. Interesting. Good deal. You're having your nodal return. This is big, big, big. Only happens every 18 years, Sherry. So, I talked a lot about it in the beginning, okay, sweetie? And also, just know this, you need to pay attention what degree placement it is. And then, like, look over because Pluto is squaring. There's a big grand cross. I talked all about it. Thank you for being here. All right, let's see. Alignment, a covenant of mind, body, and spirit. Your soul is your biggest fan. It knows the truth of you and loves you unconditionally. It is continuously streaming this information to you. Tune in to your mind, body, and spirit. They must all agree, and it is so now. All right. Okay. So this is how I do it. Okay. So you have your mental body here. Okay. You have your emotional body here. You have your spiritual body right out in front of you. And anytime either see the Trinity there. See, look, I'm. I don't know if you can see the Trinity. Anytime that they're out of alignment, it messes with your whole flow. So you can just sit and breathe. Breathe in the light, blow out the shadow, in the light, out the shadow. And then just get into that calm state. Do it, but in nature and quiet if you can. If not, do it at home. Just be like, okay, mental body, stabilize. Emotional body, stabilize. And bring those two together. Spiritual body, stabilize. And then suck it right into your cosmic heart chakra, right here. Right here. This is where we enter and leave the body. I've seen it. It happened to multiple people. It goes right out. Okay. So just bring it in. And then just breathe and let it settle, 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 settle in. Just like let it settle, 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 settle in. And you can feel the alignment come into place. Literally takes a few minutes. I don't have a lot of time for big long meditations. I do them with my clients because we have like a merge meditation that we do separately but together to merge in the higher dimensions. But You can do these practices quick. 5 minutes out the door. Just really pay attention. And if you feel like you're off or you're over emotional or you're feeling anxiety and whatever, just do that practice. It will really help you. That's why they pulled this other card, is because they wanted me to tell that one again. I've told it a few times. All right, let's go right over here back to where we were. It is not up to your soul to zap you into alignment. Its job is to maintain your soul station. So you have a frequency to tune into. The nature of physical life is to create and expand. Sometimes life experiences will pull you out of alignment so you can understand the experiences from a different angle. When you are out of alignment, you will automatically ask the question and want to create something different. This is the process you gain clarity about your passions. Being out of alignment can feel awful. It is easy to blame another person or situation when we feel bad, but instead of asking why something is happening, take a break and return to neutral. Like I showed you, ask what you can create from this situation. What can I create? Return back to neutral, in alignment, and then what can I create from here? Ask. You'll be given the knowledge. And remember, your soul is a constant loving home. You can always return. Yeah, that's a really good one. Thank you to the earth signs. I love you. I'm sending you much alignment. Yes, yes, we are. We love you, earth signs. Thank you for being here and doing what you do. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, this one right here is crystal, quartz crystal, clear quartz crystal, and it has um, shards of black tourmaline in there. It's kind of like mixed in. It's one of my power ones. I like power. I'm Aries moon, Scorpio sun and rising. I am power. Divine feminine popping as I'm leaving. There you go. There's an extra. Those are such beautiful activations cards. The beautiful language of light. So much going on in these cards. All right. Let's go ahead and get these all picked up for the next. That's serious though. That was some serious stuff that you had to go through, and I get it that you just kind of like didn't want to have to deal with that stuff. You know, life situations, they get difficult, and it's so real. Like we're in this real intense shit that's going down. Yeah, it's like what? And then you got to kind of check yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, so that you don't play into the game. You've got to be the game, not play into it. You have to remember you're in control. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Thanks for being here. Yes. Thank you. I see you all in the chat. We're on multiple platforms, so if you're on Facebook or you're on YouTube, I'd love for you, if you're on Facebook, please share it, or just pop on over there to the YouTube, because when you do pop over there, you get all kinds of goodies. You just need to go to the YouTube and then hit like, subscribe, hit the bell, and then you can comment below, and then that way it gets your name in the drawing. Okay. What are we doing? Ooh, that Three of Swords wanting to pop out again. Look at that. That's a heartbreak card. We haven't officially began because I haven't put it up there, but there's a heartbreak card. There's a heartbreak card. That's like grieving death, loss. There. Let's put that back in there. Let's clear, cancel, delete. We haven't begun. All right, so what are we doing? We're doing fire. Thank you, Aaron. We are doing fire signs next, and there is the time, and bam. Fire signs needed some sacral chakra clearing. Both the Tibetan and the crystal bowls I brought in for sacral. We're able to be of service through our strength, through our internal power, something that is unseen but Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Wow. Harmony says Facebook locked her out of her account last year with no explanation. Holy shift. That's, and you're still locked out, like you didn't get back? Thank you, Hector. Hi, Steven. There's Steven. He's got a great TikTok and YouTube. Y'all go check out Steven. He's always passing on beautiful, high intelligence. He's a cosmic galactic being. Check him out. Everybody, please minimize me real quick if you haven't and you're on YouTube, and hit the like button if you will. Share if you're on Facebook, share if you're on YouTube, and remember to comment on the replay. It doesn't count right now. Sorry if you're commenting. You have to come back to the replay and comment something just hard or something so that puts your name. Okay? And the big drawings, we do big drawings here. They're really cool. We had a real nice package. We got a really good sponsor this time. Really excited about this sponsor. I even bought some stuff from this sponsor. We'll put it like that. I was like, I'll buy a couple of those too. And you'll see, I'll have it real soon. All right, we're getting the sexy cards out because I can't remember the damn name of these cards. I don't use these very often, but this is hot. You got to realize this is the 0-degree mark of Scorpio in the South Node and 0-degree North Node Taurus. This is the darkest of the dark. This is the 0 point of the shadow. And so, and it's really sexy. It's a sexy time, truly. You're going to be more aroused during this week. If you're normally aroused, then you'll have to crank that up a little bit. You'll feel it, and you'll be like, "Wow, I'm sexually aroused." Some of you that maybe are never sexually aroused, it's kind of like that for the fire signs. Page of Wands. There you are in your infancy. This is literally young, naive Aries energy. This is new, fresh, not evolved Aries energy, but with passion and curiosity. And it's like a little kid that's like just learning everything and absorbing everything and asking questions all of the time, and really passionate and excited just to do even the mundane of things, because everything is a journey. Everything is exciting. All right. And I'm going to zoom this in a little bit because these are smaller cards. There we go. See the cards better. All right. That's right. We got a Leo in the house. There's Sandy. There's Nikki. Nikki, we have not done air signs yet. 9 of coins. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is all about. Okay, I love the 9 of coins because it's all about I am super successful in what I do, and I am mastering my craft. He's mastering it all right. Followed by the high priestess. You couldn't get it any better right there. You know, something that is really sparked your curiosity. Um, but your challenge here is to realize you've got to do this solo. This is kind of a solo card. Okay, it is. And this is about you being in control of your fate, your destiny, you doing what's needed to be done. The high priestess comes in. This is also very Cancerian energy. And as well as, Pisces energy. It could even be Scorpio. But this is really, understanding the depths of your soul. This is understanding the secrets that you hold are so precious, fire sign. And the secrets that you hold within are the answers to what you're juggling, I feel like. Nine of Wands, you got two nines. Okay, so when you start getting nines, this is so interesting that this nine number has also been coming up quite a bit. The Nine of Wands coming in from outside of you. This is the energy coming in from outside of you. Okay, they're worn out too. Just so you know, whoever it is, they're worn out too. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a sexual thing, but they have been through the ringer with a lot of different people. They have tried a lot of different things. And this also could just be in relation to someone you're dealing with it in your friendship life, your community, or your tribe, or whatever. But there's also someone here that's pretty like worn out, alone. Like you can see, they're both just sitting there masturbating by themselves. And it's kind of like, this is it. This is all I've got, but I'm going to master this. Challenge is to probably bring somebody in, you know, and open up, because the Five of Cups is here. Okay, so there is a loss, a sadness. There is something that you're not seeing, that actually you still have some things left over here. But being worn out, I feel like you're just really worn out. But you have this spark of this like creativity and this journey that you're trying to go on, that you know that you got to initiate, that you know that's going to be coming through. And it's just almost right there. Mastering it. You must master this. There is a loss and a disappointment. I mean, look at them. They're like looking at his cock going, what? What is that? Excuse me. Oh my God. I can't believe I've just went there. Here we go. Oh my goodness, these cards. I don't use these cards often. They kind of embarrass me a little bit. All right, here we go. All right, the Empress is here again. Okay, we've had the Empress twice now. The Empress is birthing. You are giving life to something. Okay, this is a major life event, major arcana, major arcanas. So this is really going to turn out, you are literally taking control and bringing something tangible forward with this situation. Even though you've been working so hard, you're almost to the end. Nine is almost to completion. You're right there. You're not, but you've been through it. You've been through a lot. And there's people around you that's been through a lot. The King of Cups, you're going to be poised in your emotions. Your intuition is going to be popping. Like literally, why? Because of the Hanged Man. Major love event, major arcana. The Hangman is here to tell you you looked at it in a different way. And the universe is proud of you. Because you looked at it in a way that nobody else did. Therefore, all of this balance and this flow, this emotional stability that's going on inside of you is going to be popping. Yes. Even through the disappointments. Because you're mastering it. And this is your challenge, is to master it. And welcome in your mastery. You manifest. You magnetize. You bring it forward. Nobody else. There's nobody else literally here besides you. We are even a figment of your reality that you created. All right. And now we will pull from the Magical Dimensions deck. The Magical Dimensions deck. This is a lovely deck. Let's get some light code activations through the Magical Dimensions. Okay. Not taking that many, but this one was one that popped. Let's get that 9 back up there. The root chakra. Of course, the root chakra. This is our sexual energy. You're showing me doing Kundalini activation, so you might reach out to a local Kundalini master or get one online. But there's nothing like doing a Kundalini meditation and really, really following the mantras and the breath work and the movements to activate the root chakra. Okay. And I'll tell you what we often do is we reach up through the center of the earth and allow it to be like a vine, a golden vine, okay, coming from the center of the earth to attach to the root chakra, which is at your tailbone, right at your front area there, your pelvis. And we allow it to rotate around the entire body 360 degrees, okay, in that area with that root color. Beets are a great, the beets, beet juice, really pull in on the root chakra, and this will allow this to all be balanced out. We had one more that was shown, so we're going to keep that one. The oneness, balance, divine masculine, the calm. That is that is this King of Cups here. You see, very similar energies here. Very similar. There is nothing that will fuck with my flow. Say it. There is nothing that will fuck with my flow. Do not let them. You are in control. You are the master here. The creativity and the mind and the curiosity and everything that's going to come through will be there. Just trust in it. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. And finally, for the lovely fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, we want a language of light card. Language of light card. What is the closing language of light card to umbrella this beautiful read for these beautiful fire signs, sun, moon, and rising? All right, they did this, so we do this. All right, soul family. Yes, you got soul family. That's a number 36. Soul family. Soul family. We feel like singing. All right. You are loved and supported. Your soul family wants you to know how much you are loved and how well you are doing. Your soul family consists of other souls that have similar values and ideas just for you. The bright circle of light at the center of this image is Shambhala. Think of it as a meeting place where your soul family gathers to connect. When you ask questions, its energy vibrates throughout the universe, bringing souls and their light beings to Shambhala. They are overjoyed to connect and co create with you. Your questions and experiences on earth move you and them to expand awareness about love, life, and purpose. If we go back far enough in time, there was a point when all was connected, where we were all as one. As time progressed, the energy was released and the source separated. We all originated from the same source. So, whatever form of the members of your soul take, those are your soul family. We know in our hearts when we encounter a member of our soul family, we know it, even if we can't explain it. We often refer to this as the meeting of a soulmate. Remember, a soulmate can come in many guides: a lover, a friend, a parent, a child, or an animal, and turn up when you really need them. That love that you are. It turns up when you really need it. It also turns up when you're least expecting it, right? that right, fire signs? I love you so much. Thank you for being here, fire signs. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you. You my soul family, baby. You are my soul family. Look at that card. Isn't that amazing? Mm. Beautiful activation. Just the images, imprints. All right. Now, see, we've done water first, then we did air, and now it's time for. Oh no, we did fire. Did we do air? Wait, hold on. We're on air. Thank you, Aaron. By this time, I get a little bit high on the energy. It just really, I get just, I. It's kind of like I'm in and out, and I feel them coming in and out. So it's kind of like a. That's why I'm a conscious channeler. I'm very conscious to it. I don't just check out. Thank you. I appreciate you, Kat. Thank you so much. All right, we have got air signs. Air is next. Bam. Hello, air. Air signs. And there's the time. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. You really, you and Kat, thank you, moderators. You guys really rocked the socks off tonight. Like, really keeping up with everything. Thank you so much. Yes, don't forget the Facebook page is right there in the chat if you want to come and check out the Facebook page and the groups. Thanks to the groups who allow me to come in, and we have a new group too, so it's nice. We're going to feature all the groups next week. When we're here next week, we'll make sure and do all of the signs. Like we'll do all the signs and the house placement that this moon and this grand cardinal cross that's happening. The cardinal cross out of all crosses in astrology is the most powerful because it's on the world. I mean, it's like right there on the world point. This is a powerful, 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 powerful. 17th is a powerful, powerful day. More powerful, even I really think than like a you know how sometimes we just have like a half eclipse, like it's not a full on eclipse. What they call it, the numeral eclipse. What these cards want to throw out? Hello, did you calm down? Oh gosh. Okay, we are on the Cosmic Coven deck for the. Let me go ahead and give these a little shuffle. Make sure that they're all mixed in really good. For the lovely Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Air signs, our minds, our intellect, how we think, how we communicate, the whispers in the wind, the whispers in the hall, the gossip. Yes, people are going to be talking, and boy, are they going to be needy. There's a lot of people that are going to be real needy. Mm-hmm. I feel like they kind of already are very needy. By the way, this is the last sign. If you're new here, thanks for being here. This is when I have to take a little intermission and just fill up my cup with coconut water because I'm almost out. And I'm so thirsty. And I just want to give everybody that's a Scorpio or a Taurus or a Leo or an Aquarius a big round. You did it. All the fixed signs. Congratulations. You did it. You survived the Scorpio and Taurus. It's hard, even on the Leo and the Aquarius, because they're catching the square. The Scorpio is catching the opposition, but they're catching it from both ways, and that was a rough. I mean, there was a lot of positivity that came forward. There was a lot of group and community that came forward through this, and a lot of transformation. And there were people that fell off and fell away, right? There were a lot of people that just fell away. So, just big congratulations to all of you. I probably should have said that right at the beginning. I might have, but you can take a sigh of relief. Air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's go. Air signs: Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. There's that juggling card. We thought we'd see that tonight. We felt it. We felt it. That's right. That's right. Yes. Thank you. The soulful guitarist, Ernestine and I. Ernestine and I are going to do something completely intuitive. Just, you know how I do it. I just come up in here and I put all this stuff out and then I just go with it, right? We're going to be doing that at Astrology Fest. Y'all should come to Astrology Fest. It's right here in Houston, Texas. And I heard a little birdie, like his name was Todd Medina, say yesterday that they're going to pop over here to Corpus, which, that's Todd's old stomping ground. And I was like, come on, you can use the Sparkle Studios in August just to do some little bit of promotions. And maybe we'll have like a little drum circle or something here. I do have the equinox, the fall equinox coming up in September. And I will be hosting Equinox at the Sparkle Shack. We always have multiple things that we do. And everything is just pretty magical, I must say. So maybe mark your calendars. I think it's going to be the weekend before equinox because I look at the astrology. And the actual equinox day is pretty darn challenging. Plus, my Chapel of Spiritual Light here in Corpus, is having their 50th year anniversary. And no, I'm not missing that. So the weekend before equinox, if you want to look at your calendars and come on down, I'll have an event and it's going to be amazing. Amazing. I'm also going to be having Reb Shar from the chapel come and talk, and we're going to have cacao. And we'll also do a few things. So I don't know why this is all coming through right now, but I have to flow with it. This is just how I do it. But really think about some of these things. And I'll be posting about it too on both YouTube and on Facebook about all these different things that are coming up. If you want to know more, you can always message me. Okay? All right, here we go. Juggling things and fighting things off. So, there's a lot of things going on for you air signs. You're really like thinking lots of different directions, lots of different things. I'd like to do this. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. Too many. You need to back off because your challenge here is to stand your ground on something. But, when there's lots of different events, different people, different things going on, it's hard to do that because you're looking in lots of different directions. You need to be able to be standing your ground firm. Okay? Firm, stand your ground. Hi, Aquarius. Congratulations to Aquarius. She was our winner of our giveaway package. Ace of Wands is showing up for you magically. Oh my God. Ace of Wands is showing up and the freaking sound just dropped. Okay, here we go. Nothing else has stopped. Everything just stopped. Okay. Well, Justice. Balanced. This is Libra energy. This is major life event, major arcana card, the Libra. And then you have the Ace of Wands. Out of 78 cards, honey, you have the Ace of Wands. There's only 4 aces in the whole deck. It's your wand, air sign. It's your wand. You got to take this, you got to really like stand your ground firmly. And you got to take that idea, you got to take that epiphany, and you've got to run with it, okay? Because this is like a gift, okay? This is a gift, but it's a seed of a gift. It's not come till like it's completion. And we're getting all kinds of tingles on our light side coming through our ear and our head here. So that's telling us, yes, this is right. This is right on. Oh, outside of you, somebody's wanting to be balanced and in love. You've got a soulmate union card. This is a 2 of Cups. This is all water, emotional feeling. This is beauty. This is feeling in love and appreciate. This could, even if you don't have a partner or something, this could be bringing in love and appreciation for the soulmates in your life, your soul friends, your community. But this right here is love. But you've got to stand firm in your choices. There was a lot of choices, a lot of things going along. And it feels like you're kind of like, trying to juggle it all, right? But there's something here that's saying you're now challenged to make sure that you're firm within it, that you stand firm within it. And you don't allow people to come and tell you this or that, if you know what's right for you. Because this is not about anybody else. This is about what's right for you, air signs. Taking that wonderful idea, that epiphany, that wonderful wish, that magical, mystical thing that you do so good, right? And balancing it out, literally. Look at them. They're balanced. They have the shadow and the light. They know, hey, I'm going to fuck up from time to time. This is just how it is. Sometimes I'm just going to totally screw up everything. But I'm going to come back. And I'm going to celebrate the soul union with myself and with my, I really feel like that there's something there for somebody that's, feeling like they're very alone, like they're really abandoned, and they're really not. But you're really literally not seeing it because your frequency is so low that you're not seeing the higher timeline. You're not seeing the possibilities that could come through. You've got to stand firm in your choices. You've got to stand firm in who you are. Right there. So this may have to do with somebody else. Like, this may have to do with the fact that you've had to feel like you were in competition. You're not. There's no competition. Even though it feels that way sometimes. This is just something healthy in order to move you. You must adjust more than once. You adjust. And then you adjust. And then you adjust. 3 times. When you get to the 3rd, you're at completion. But you must stand firm. There's good stuff coming. You have this Page of Pentacles here, okay? So this is all about, in the beginning, you birth just a little bit of like the pot to plant. So you put the plant, in the pot. You put the little soil. You put the little foods, and you water it. But it's just a little bitty thing. You have to go and plant it and grow, and it grows after you water it. You get it? This is the beginning of doing this. Why? Because you had a lot of things in your past that you looked back on, and you felt like, well, I wish I would have done this, or I wish I'd have done that. And then you feel like, well, I did do all these other things, and I should feel like I'm accomplished here. But I'm not hearing the others giving me the accolades or, hey, good job, air sign. Don't worry so much about that part. This is a fair and just person. This is someone who is going to work with you, that will be there for you to assist you. But you must choose. You can't just keep juggling all this stuff. And there's some kind of jealousy, some kind of competition, some kind of something that has to do with this whole process, this whole idea that's going on with you air signs. 1. She's pointing at 1 coin. Choose. Stand firm. All right, here we go. We will pull from the Magical Dimensions deck for you beautiful air signs. Magical Dimensions. These are activation cards. The cards have a code to imprint upon. So if you like to get out your phone, you can take a picture. Okay, we got one popping. Celestial Assistance. messages, guidance, and listening. Ooh, look at that. She is popping. Look at this. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Can you see it? Oh my gosh. Metatron's cube. That's Metatron right there. Call upon Metatron. If you don't know who Metatron is, please. Okay, I could sit here and tell you for hours all about, but it's so important when someone is searching for information. It's nice for you to go and sit and breathe in the light, calling upon Metatron, calling upon the archangels, calling upon the divine light beings, calling upon your highest guidance, the original creator of your soul. And then listen. You cannot listen if you got the damn TV going. You can't listen if the music is blasting. You know, maybe you have some high frequency music, or maybe there's some music you'd like to dance around to just to raise your vibration. And then you can listen. But just be very mindful of what you're listening to. They're showing us harp. Harp music with anything with strings, harp. Very good for you during this time period. And on the bottom, you have inspirational creation, alchemy, magic, and innovation. So you have a 5, which is change, shift, adjust, and you have a 24. She's beautiful. So it's a 6 and a 5 right there. You know, this is all about you. This is all about you and how you're holding yourself, if you're standing firm in your choices, and if you're in your knowingness that, you know, everything is you. All of it. Every single thing. The air you breathe is also you. All right. And for closing for the air signs, Enoki no mai shiku makarerush no pukune wa hena hongi mai. Enoki shamora henaku shiki wike mahe I no shi dai. Enoki shigamore ere ara shikarora ra kikero shikora ra juno oinaki mai. Enoki shiki onna ma shiki me he shiku he washiki. In no ke una la te me she una la ke mahai una la te ke me ruchika me. Yep. We are you, you are we are all family. It is all soul family. Ooh. Light beings. I think there's 52 cards here. You got the light beings. Well, hello. We're here. Oh, you guys are funny. So funny. All right, here we go. The image depicts a light being. The term light being is used to describe a range of ethereal forms, including guides and angels. They observe your life from a higher perspective, so they can see the most auspicious path for you to create your dreams and your desires. Sometimes your light beings may seem to take you down a path of fraught and difficulty. However, everything happens for a reason. Just as we know a baby will eventually walk, you will also find your footing and attain your dreams. Your light beings are not here to save you, for that would interfere with your ability to create your own unique paths. They are the keepers of the faith that hold and stream your past, present, and future dreams and desires right into your heart. Only you can decide what to do with that information. You can't get it wrong, dear air signs. For your light beings, we will always be here to show you another way. Thank you to the beautiful air signs. You are loved beyond your wildest dreams. Yes, it's such a good feeling, to feel your beings that are you, by the way, just other aspects of you in another dimension, another timeline. Yeah. It always feels good when mine come in. So I know it does for you too. So I'm so happy, guys. I'm so happy to have you here tonight. Thank you to the air signs. And thank you to the water signs, the earth signs, and the fire signs. All sun, moon, and risings tonight. If you missed anything, please come back on the replay and hit the like, subscribe, and comment if you haven't. Share my channel with a friend so that we can get to our bullet point of making sure that we do the giveaways, because we got a really good sponsor coming up. So thank you. Oh, very good. Yes. Harmony Teal says she's loved seeing the angelic assistance card. Absolutely love Metatron. Me too. Very good. I have his cube back over here too. He's part of the winter solstice set. I have different little sets that I've switched out for the seasons. A lot of Libra, including Venus conjunct to Uranus in the 12th house in Libra. So, oh, yes, thank you. Yes, those Lumerian crystals. Yes, yes. Those are beautiful. Yes, they are. You're correct, Aquarius. Oh, yes. Thank you guys for showing up. This has been a lot of fun. I'm pretty hot. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to close out this circle and send love and light and seal it for all of you and for myself. And I'm going to go sit outside because I've been being called outside like for the last hour. I saw ships in the sky a couple of nights ago right here. It's not uncommon for me to see them, but I'm being called outside. So I'm going to go and talk to our star family. Walk in the light and spread the sparkle. And thank Goddess, we're almost there. No more South Node Scorpio. No more North Node Taurus. And I'm sending you all kinds of love, and will continue to do so to you, Aries and Libra. Walk in the light, spread the sparkle. See you next week.